What if I told you that one of the greatest feats of urban engineering in human history, a transit network used by millions of people every single day, was essentially designed by a blob of yellow slime? No computers, no algorithms, no years of research, just a brainless, single-celled organism, and 26 hours. The organism is called Physarum polycephalum. It's a slime mold. Before you picture something from a science fiction film, let me tell you what it actually is. Physarum isn't a plant. It isn't an animal. It isn't even a fungus, despite the misleading name. It's a protist, one of nature's most ancient, bizarre, and misunderstood life forms. Its ancestors were crawling across forest floors before the dinosaurs existed, before complex animals, before anything we'd recognize as intelligent. It lives in damp, dark environments, rotting logs, leaf litter, shaded soil. It moves, slowly but deliberately. It can sense chemical gradients in its environment, detecting food sources from a distance. And here is what makes Physarum extraordinary. The entire organism, which can grow to be several centimeters wide, is technically one single cell with thousands of nuclei. No neurons, no brain, no nervous system, not even the basic building blocks of one. By every measure we use to define intelligence, Physarum has none. And yet, in 1999, a team of researchers at Hokkaido University in Japan decided to test something that, on paper, sounds almost absurd. Led by biologist Toshiyuki Nakagaki, the team took a physical map of the Tokyo metropolitan area and recreated it inside a petri dish. They placed small pieces of food oat flakes at locations corresponding to every major train station surrounding Tokyo. Then they placed Physarum polycephalum at the point on the map that corresponded to central Tokyo, and they waited. Physarum, in its natural behavior, explores its environment by sending out tubular projections. These tubes branch and spread, searching for food. When they find it, they reinforce the connection. When a path leads nowhere, it's abandoned. The organism constantly restructures itself, optimizing in real time. Over 26 hours, Nakagaki's team watched through a time-lapse camera as the slime mold spread across the map, reached the food sources, retracted unsuccessful paths, and settled into a stable network. What emerged was not random. It was not chaotic. It was a precise, elegant network of tubes, connecting every food source, every station, with remarkable efficiency. And when Nakagaki's team compared the slime mold's network to the actual Kanto rail system, the real subway and rail lines built by human engineers over decades, the overlap was extraordinary. 97%. A 97% structural match. The slime mold had, overnight, approximated one of the most sophisticated transit systems in the world. The paper was published in the journal Science in the year 2000. The scientific community was stunned. To understand why this result is so significant, you need to understand what Tokyo's transit system actually represents. The Kanto rail network wasn't designed in a day. It wasn't designed in a decade. It emerged over more than a century of planning, civil engineering, geological surveys, population studies, economic modeling, and political negotiation. Thousands of engineers, urban planners, and government officials poured immeasurable expertise into optimizing every route, every junction, every connection. The result is a network with three remarkable properties. First, efficiency. It minimizes the average travel time between any 2 points in the network. Second, resilience. It contains redundant routes so that if one line fails, passengers can still reach their destination. Third, cost-effectiveness. It doesn't connect every point directly that would be prohibitively expensive. Instead, it uses intelligent hub-and-spoke structures where appropriate. These three properties, efficiency, resilience, and cost-effectiveness, are extraordinarily difficult to optimize simultaneously. Increasing efficiency often requires more direct connections, which increases cost. Adding redundancy for resilience adds complexity to the network. Finding the right balance is a classic problem in network optimization. Computationally, it's hard. Physarum solved it using none of the mathematics. No algorithms, no optimization functions, no cost-benefit analysis. It solved it the same way evolution solves everything, by running countless parallel experiments, eliminating what doesn't work, and keeping what does. So how does it actually work? Physarum's secret is a process called oscillatory reinforcement. Inside every tube that the slime mold creates, cytoplasm, the cellular fluid, pulses back and forth. These oscillations aren't random. They respond to external conditions, the presence of food, obstacles, chemical signals. Here is the key. Tubes where cytoplasm flows more efficiently get physically reinforced. They grow thicker, stronger. Tubes that carry less flow gradually thin out and are reabsorbed. This creates a feedback loop. More flow leads to a thicker tube. A thicker tube allows even more flow. Even more flow makes it thicker still. It's a self-reinforcing optimization. No central controller is needed. Every part of the organism responds to local conditions, and the global result, an efficient network, emerges from these local interactions. This is what scientists call distributed intelligence. There is no brain. There is no central decision maker. The decision about which tubes to keep and which to dissolve is made by the physics of fluid dynamics, playing out simultaneously across the entire organism. In computer science terms, Physarum is running a biological approximation of Dijkstra's algorithm, the classic shortest path algorithm, in parallel across its entire body, using cytoplasm pressure as computation. This is where the story stops being biology and starts being engineering. After Nakagaki's paper, researchers worldwide realized that Physarum's method could be translated into computational models. You don't need a real slime mold. You can simulate its behavior mathematically and use that simulation to design networks. In 2010, a team at University College London used slime mold models to analyze the UK road network. The model suggested specific improvements that human planners had missed, connections that would dramatically increase resilience at minimal cost. In telecommunications, researchers have used Physarum-inspired algorithms to design internet routing protocols that are more fault-tolerant than conventional approaches. Supply chain engineers have used slime mold models to optimize distribution networks, finding routes that minimize delivery time while building in redundancy for disruptions. Even NASA has explored Physarum-inspired algorithms for designing satellite communication networks where resilience against node failure is absolutely critical. All of this from 26 hours of watching yellow slime spread across a petri dish. The slime mold story is not just about slime mold. It's a window into something much larger. The idea that nature, over 3.8 billion years of evolution, has already solved problems that we are only beginning to understand. Physarum isn't uniquely clever. It's one example among thousands. Ant colonies optimize foraging routes using pheromone trails. The same principle underlying ant colony optimization algorithms in computer science. Mycorrhizal fungal networks connect trees across entire forests in ways that mirror internet architecture. Even the structure of neurons in the human brain echoes the layout of large-scale cosmic filaments. Evolution doesn't think, it doesn't plan, but it has had an almost unimaginable amount of time to run experiments, and the solutions that survived, the ones that are still here, are often elegant in ways that human engineering has yet to match. We call the discipline that studies these solutions biomimicry, and it may be one of the most important fields of the 21st century, because the challenges we face, climate change, resource distribution, network resilience, infrastructure design. These aren't new problems. Nature has been solving versions of them for hundreds of millions of years. We just need to pay attention. And sometimes, paying attention means watching a blob of yellow slime redesign a subway system overnight. If you found this as mind-bending as I did, drop a comment with your answer to this question. Which other organism do you think has quietly solved a problem we haven't yet cracked? I'll see you in the next one.